Alright. Hello. Welcome. To another Dark Souls stream. It's been a little bit since I've been able to do one. No idea whether or not Newb is actually going to say anything. He is in the voice chat, but I think he's taking care of something. So you're probably stuck with just me for right now. Go ahead and transition on over to Dark Souls here. And get on back into the game. So I know I don't normally stream Dark Souls onto YouTube. It was actually a little bit of a mistake, but hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, my plan is to stream Dark Souls every Tuesday around 7 Central Standard Time. Working our way through the Dark Souls games, so we're on Dark Souls 1, of course. And we've got ourselves a floating shield and a large sword. Is any of the image actually coming through? No, I'm stupid. I am a special kind of stupid. I'm not sending this. But here, now you can see the floating shield. Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. Okay. So we've beat the bell gargoyles. So now we're supposed to go down. Down into the basement, which I've already kind of unlocked the faster way. There we go. Let's see. R is that. Okay. What was that? I'm not insane, right? That shouldn't have locked onto him. My camera doesn't even look at him. I'm gonna watch this back. There's no reason for that to have locked onto him, right? I'm not insane. Alright. Here we go. Watch back. You can't even see him. Can't even, not even remotely pointed at him. Team went ahead. I need another 500 souls. Was not too bad. We could just farm that. Actually, we can get that easy. $500 souls. Easy peasy. I said easy peasy. And then it just hasn't activated for some reason. Alright, well, let's try it again. Oh, there we go. Turrets. Okay. Alright. Change equipment. Can we add... toggle status. Quick load. Okay, so the dogs have been anchored. Okay.
Somebody, anybody, help me. Unlock the door. Damn, I'm finished. How did this ever happen? Well, I got everything I could out of that. Okay.
Chosen undead battling his sworn nemesis. The praise with a knife.
Yes. Made even worse by the fact that I totally hit the dog, but it didn't register because it goes over his head for some reason.
Oh yeah, the hitboxes in this game are either abysmally bad or so perfectly rendered to the model that things that definitely should hit don't.
Well, I've learned that having the high ground is a disadvantage in this game for some reason.
Well, because you can only swing horizontally, you don't really track. If you're using magic or consumables, having the high ground is an amazing benefit.
That
And
interaction.
a swing and a miss.
Well, I swung and he just jumped right on over me, but he jumped right on.
My boy got hot, I swear.
Oh.
So you are going into the lower undead burg after the Capra demon.
Yes.
Have you fought the Capra demon at all yet?
I think I barely got into the room last time, in the last run.
Well, good news at least is that you can one-shot the dogs.
Oh yeah, I mean, I have a... What in the world? That hit him! You watched that too, right? Like, that totally should have connected.
No, like, I feel like it was making up for the fact that that initial bite didn't hit you. Whatever you do, don't let them get behind you. I mean, that was a pretty sick double kill you got there.
Alright.
But do not let those guys get behind you. They will end you. He thinks he's so sneaky.
The door stops my swing! Wait, why is that counter still going? Oh, that's...
All the counters behave like that. You can get poisoned after you die, too. It's absolutely hilarious.
Why do I keep running towards that?
I don't know why the counters behave the way that they do, but they do, and it's beautiful.
Got anything good for me, bud? Nope.
What reinforcement did you say you've got your Zweihander to now?
5. I think it's 5.
The maximum it could be right now is 5.
Yeah, it's 5. And I have a 5 scimitar and rapier in case I need those.
Because over preparation is not a thing.
No.
This is Dark Souls? Did you forget what game you're playing?
Oh, lovely. They can outrun me. Fortunately, I can outdamage them. Whoo! That was good. Actually. Oh, sorry, I only have a +2 scimitar. I guess I decided that, any case in which I'm going to use the scimitar, the Zweihander is better for anyway.
You decided that you did not, in fact, need double redundancy with your redundancy. Only singular redundancy.
Actually, that rapier probably did work a little bit better than the Zweihander in that situation. I'm going to grab my souls and run.
Gonna grab the chips and dip.
Where's the dog? I want to aggro the dog before I aggro anything else. Okay. Let's see. Be wary of item.
I think there's an item in there. Like if you roll through that barrel. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been in the lower berg.
The soul of a lost undead. Why am I supposed to be wary of the item?
Sometimes when it says be wary, it just means to be aware of. There's only so many words that you can use in the orange soapstone menu that sometimes you have to get creative with how you phrase things.
Well, you know, I got him. Come here, dog. You're part of me now.
Just gonna grab my dog and go.
Alright, there's nobody else, right? Weakness up.
He's not wrong, but again, you have no context for what that means, and I know exactly what that means. So,
That's
figure it out.
It's good luck. No! 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 Oh.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have a bad time now. You were gonna have a bad time before. Who am I kidding?
Ooh, what's on there?
That is progress.
Progress.
Unfortunately for you,
Bad progress.
well, I mean, there's another route that you can unlock down there. I'm pretty sure there's actually, you might want to go that way. But
I should try the demon first.
if you really think that's a good idea.
You know, I have almost enough souls right now to go up level.
You know, if you go down the progress stairs, you might get something good.
Better than a grass shield or a Zweihander?
It's more like a seasoning that you could put on one of those things.
Speaking of which, I should probably upgrade my shield at some point.
Shields aren't particularly important to level up. Especially not when you're two-handing your weapon most of the time.
That was pretty great. That's not what I meant to do. Browse those items. That's more than I wanted. Oh, hi.
How art thou, dream thief?
Since I'm streaming, I didn't hear you come in.
Oh, I knew that you wouldn't hear me because the little live button there. That's why I snuck in.
I used way more of that than I meant to. And, now I'm going to lose a ton of souls because of my brilliance.
So, to answer your question, Joe, I am currently COVID positive. Test came in Monday. I've been sick since it was like a normal cold on Wednesday night. After church, I started feeling a little under the weather. And I woke up Thursday and I knew something was off, but not enough.
Any idea where you got it from?
So I had gone that. So I feel bad because I went to Outback Thursday night and then, because I didn't know I was any sicker than a cold. I've been dying since I got the test Friday and the positive result Monday.
Oh. Well, did you go to church?
No, I was bad enough when I woke up Friday that I contacted one of the elders because I could tell. I didn't know for sure it was COVID. My girlfriend convinced me to go get tested, but because it just in my mind, I've always associated COVID with a really heavy cough, which I don't have. But the fever, the fever has been so bad. You just wake up covered in water. And that's why Friday I called Joe. I said, it's not happening. I'm really sorry. And thankfully, they've never had a problem with me. In fact, their problem with my sickness usually is that I try to preach through having almost no voice anyway.
They're like, if it's bad enough that you're saying you can't preach, you need to stay home.
Yeah. And he made it clear. I know the CDC has started reducing the quarantine time, but he made it clear to stay away for 2 weeks and then get tested before coming back, which I agree with because I couldn't live with myself if somebody at church died because I wanted to get back a week sooner.
goodness, I thought I was gonna be stun locked into death.
No, that happens later.
Okay.
The COVID also explains why I'm not playing Overwatch with everyone else, because that requires too much focus.
But coming and laughing at me dying doesn't.
Well, I'm just gonna play some Minecraft and follow someone's. Well, right now I'm just getting sand. It's gotten bad enough at Copperton, I'm calling it the Sandstone Wastes now.
Okay.
I got tired.
Calm down.
Huh? Oh, are you talking about him playing? Sorry.
You're calling it the Sandstone Wastes.
Oh, you are talking about me.
It's a little dramatic, don't you think?
There's no sand left in the desert, bud.
You mined an entire desert of its sand?
It's getting close.
What is wrong?
I'm currently absorbing 11 shulker boxes of sand.
You know, comrade,
I'm gonna put this on the background, so if I need to switch over.
do you know what humanity does?
Why do you have such a big sword?
Yes and no. You've explained that once, as you get closer to 20 humanity, you get a few slight stat boost or something.
You get a few defensive boosts, and your item discovery goes up. So your drop rates get better.
Ah.
You can also spend them at bonfires to restore your humanity, which allows you to, like, summon phantoms from other worlds, either other players or NPCs, to help you with certain things.
Why am I just randomly squatting?
Yeah, it's this is one of the notorious little bits of jank with the original Dark Souls, is that it's trying to find a way to put your feet so that your feet make sense on the steps, kind of like Breath of the Wild will do if you're on uneven terrain. The problem is Dark Souls is not Breath of the Wild, and thus
Sometimes I just squat.
So you're not intentionally teabagging the stairs.
No,
No,
it's doing
it's
that
amazing.
all on its own. It's doing that all on its own, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Okay, before I start insulting developers, who's the developer?
FromSoft.
FrodeSoft?
FromSoft.
FromSoft.
I'm serious, it's From Software.
I don't even know how to. I can't even formulate something. What did they go with a name I couldn't make fun of? How dare they?
It's not that they went with a name you can't make fun of, it's just you can't come up with anything worse than what they've already decided to do themselves.
So where's the
Okay, so that's why the sword is so
where's the
big
progress?
in the game.
Short.
They're the comrade's not the one compensating. They are.
No, Comrade started out with a normal sized sword, and he went, this has to be much bigger.
You at least got what I was trying to come up with in my COVID stupor, right?
Yeah, Dream Thief, I got it.
Okay, well, it was funnier than what you gave it credit for.
Was it though?
Throw me a bone. I deserve bones.
I've been frozen for 30 years, okay? Throw me a bone here. We shall use a device known as a laser. With these lasers, we can punch a hole in the Earth's protective ozone layer. That's already happened. When? About 15 years ago. And you decided not to tell me because...
What is that from?
It's from Austin Powers. What?
Okay, so I just recognize it because
Oh.
you used it before.
Oh no. Oh, comrade, no, you did not do that. You could do that.
What did I just do?
Do it again.
So going.
Comrade, that was a merchant.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, you killed the merchant?
No, I
No,
just.
he just angered the merchant. Now the merchant won't sell him anything.
Good job.
And of course, it's yelling at him to burn in hell. But you know, that's probably just gonna play on loop.
Yeah, in the back of Comrade's mind for the rest of his life.
I have never in my life, in all of the time that I've seen people play this game and play it ever seen anyone attack the merchant. I didn't know you could attack the merchant.
Every time somebody slowly says, I have never in my life, I just think of Game Grumps.
I have never in my life gotten that to work ever.
What was he talking about in that context?
Oh, what you see, it was up, dog.
Right.
Huh, this comes back to Firelink Shrine, huh?
It's a shortcut. You know, the merchant was more important than the shortcut, but
See, Comrade's been playing Minecraft for too long. He sees a merchant and it's just a reflex.
you sell things?
To be fair to me, there were other, hollows behind bars and doors and stuff in the,
The asylum?
No, in, in the area I was just in, where you could, strike through the doors. So I just assumed, oh, hey, you're supposed to, strike through the bars here. I shouldn't be going up there.
So does Dark Souls at least give you, does it, program to the sword to give you extra reach if you're going to carry that around?
It has a longer reach than...
Oh, good.
And if
Well,
it has a
some
spear,
developers wouldn't even bother giving you any extra reach. It's just a big sword.
Well, I tried to interact with the merchant first. I did try an interaction. It just didn't happen.
Well, I guess you could go talk to the pardoner, but...
Oh,
Who's
the
gonna pardon
pardoner!
it now?
Oh, yeah, the pardoner. Yeah.
He will absolve you of your sins if you pay him money.
Yeah,
You then,
how many
can you,
souls do I need?
preemptively have him absolve you of sins?
No. You have to commit the sins first.
Come on. What kind of good Catholic rendition doesn't let you get forgiveness of uncommitted sins? Thank you.
It's, it's not entirely Catholic. They worship the sun.
Sounds like some Japanese people.
Maybe they worship Gwyn, who's the father or something. Alright, welcome to the Pain Cave.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys hear Japan is, I think the first time in 40 years, they're going to be building and flying their own stealth attack aircraft?
I
a little
don't think
crazy,
I have
isn't
heard
it?
that.
Yeah, it's a major part of their defense spending this year.
Yes.
Well, listen.
Defense spending.
I know we told them that they had to take down their military, but I believe that's also over.
Oh, it's well over, and we were also giving them ships and planes for a long time to
I know that
with their own personnel.
their Air Force has been their only military installation for a while.
Didn't
I
they
think
just
a big
recently, like,
part-
build an aircraft carrier?
It's a helicopter carrier, actually. However, their new fighters make that designation stupid anyway. The new aircraft carrier is not long enough to launch traditional jet fighters. The deck, they might be able to receive in an emergency, but there's no way they're long enough to launch them. Although the newer fighters that the US has can do vertical takeoff, and certainly what they're building definitely can. Also, their new plane looks cooler than ours.
What kind of merchant? What's the merchant sell?
Prism stones, which are useless. Dung pies, which are useless. Poison throwing knives, which are useless.
Why should he feel bad again?
From the next thing, charcoal pine resin. It sets his weapon on fire.
Oh, yeah, you done messed up, son.
And we're climbing.
As well as one of, like, I think one of the 2 places in the world that you can get a purification stone, or what is it called? It's that's gonna bother me now. I know this. I know what it's called.
Wait,
It removes curse,
what am I doing?
which is
I
a
don't
horrible
know.
status effect.
Was that a regular guard or a skeleton?
That was a so
Well, all of the guards are zombies.
Okay.
we're all hollows, or well, they're hollows. I'm mostly
You're going
hollow.
hollow. See, this thing happened in the world of Dark Souls where death just kind of stopped happening.
Cool.
Yeah, you think that's really cool until you realize that, like, the tortured existence of a body that's falling apart and a soul that refuses to leave it kind of tortures you slowly until you go insane, and that's called going hollow.
So these guys are fully hollow, which is why I don't feel bad for killing them, right? That I'm going hollow, but I can collect humanity by staying alive and killing enough of these hollows. And humanity gives me back a little bit of my falling apart flesh, so I look less like a zombie man and more like a person.
Oh no, it's happened to me. This stupid glitch. This is why I play
And
Java.
roll away.
Hey. I don't even want to play Bug Rock right now. I'd much rather be playing Java.
Did you just call it Bug Rock?
I did. I have fully converted. The reason why I'm playing this version right now is because I'm trying to finish a structure so that I can move all the rest of my stuff in and have somewhere to do stuff when we're on stream. The Minecraft stream, obviously, you're on stream.
Speaking of which, Dream Thief, is my mic coming through okay?
Yeah, you sound great.
Great. Because I had to, I just bought this mic recently.
Oh, Merry Christmas, man. From yourself, obviously.
Yes.
Just links on to random targets sometimes.
There's a fun new bug that sometimes a slot in your inventory can get locked up and you can't get it out. Shadows also had that slot turned invisible with its permanently locked item. So that you can't get it out and you can't see it. So just like with the boat that turns invisible that you really need, you're forced to log off and log back on again. Technically, the boat, you could leave the chunk and to spawn the chunk, but obviously you You can't do that with your inventory.
I love how they'll
No,
chase you.
just leave the inventory and despawn the inventory. I think it'll work. Trust me, guys.
Oh, and that entity bug that keeps disappearing everybody's animals and villagers, still a thing. They still haven't fixed it. If they cross a chunk line while they're loaded in, they just gone forever.
Don't worry. We just
Wait,
need
wait,
to
wait.
download more
Yeah.
RAM.
If they leave a rendered chunk, they're just gone.
They don't. No, they don't have to go into a chunk that's unloaded. There's an error where there's a chance when they cross between one chunk and the next that they will just despawn.
What?
Yup.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay.
I think the bug has been partially alive before 1.18. After all of the laughter and suspicion about Home Life's ability to play Minecraft, I kind of feel bad now. But
After all of that, what?
laughter and suspicion of Home Life's ability to play Minecraft,
Oh.
because his village must be built on a chunk border. This must have been an issue for a while, but it wasn't as bad as it is now. Something they did in 1.18 made it much worse. That's why Shadow Sheep have all vanished since Caves and Cliffs started being released in the summer. It's also why every time she refilled the sheep pen, they all disappeared again.
Hate to butt in on this conversation, but real quick. Hey, comrade.
Yeah.
How expensive is your next level up?
Something around 8,000? Or, no, not 8,000. 6,000?
Okay.
You're currently is that what that number is building up on the bottom right?
That is
That's
souls.
how many he has.
Souls are simultaneously XP and gold.
Got it.
And you lose them when you die.
Yep. But you can go pick them up as long as you haven't died since you last died.
I'm assuming, unlike Mojang, they let you pick up all the levels you lost.
Yes.
Mojang's just like gives you the middle finger for dying.
It's like, I died with 76 levels. Mojang, best I can do is 4.
It's 7.
Greetings.
In their defense, it is 7.
I am pleased to see you be preserving.
Unfortunately, there aren't 7 levels if you die with 3, so there's no way to glitch that into 100 levels.
How much do I need?
He said 6,000.
What?
14,500 souls.
Okay.
500 souls times the number of souls required for your next level up, if I remember properly.
You said maximum levels somewhere around 7,000 souls?
Maximum level is 711, I believe, in this game. It might be 712.
Well, I do happen to know a way to acquire 500 souls quite reliably, quite quickly.
Are you going to do the dragon farming thing?
I can do the dragon farming thing.
Actually, it's not a dragon, it's a drake. The drake farming method
Stop
with
moving.
the bridge.
Look at these guys. It's twitching. Get out of
You're
here.
giving me PTSD talking about that kind of... I don't know what that strat actually is, but it reminds me of the probably 20 hours or so that I was farming raptors in World of Warcraft at one point when I was playing Classic. By the way, never hit level 60. Still level like 53 or something. I just gave up. I was like, I don't know what people saw in bringing Classic back. It's stupid.
There are certain enemies in Dark Souls that can hit other enemies, and when they die, you get the souls for it. And there is a bridge that has sitting upon it a number of zombies, and you can get a fire-breathing drake to spit fire on the bridge and kill a whole bunch of them, and it gives you like 555 souls, I believe. And then you just sit at the bonfire to reload all the enemies and do it again. If you're a pleb and need to farm souls.
Why wouldn't you just farm them anyway? Why would you just farm and farm and farm till you're the highest level, then walk through the gate?
Because the bigger enemies drop a lot more souls. So actually playing the game gets you souls faster.
If you're getting 500 souls in one go, how long does the jump take?
A little under a minute, I think.
Dad, I don't believe you then.
Buddy.
If you could get 500 souls a minute, let's say 10 minutes. Let's just say it takes you 10 minutes to get that thing to work, get the campfire, and get back, instead of 2. That's 500 every 10 minutes. That's 6,000 an hour? No, that's 3,000. 3,000 an hour? I don't know how to do math. Help me.
There is no help for you.
500 every 10 minutes is 1,000 every 20, so that's 3,000.
Yeah, so, but you said it only takes a minute, so we could... That's 60,000. 6,000? I don't know. 30,000.
There's stuff on that bridge apparently I haven't got yet. So let's go get it.
Yeah, I've taken enough sand that
Ow!
even if Comrade was blindfolded until he was looking away from the desert when he came out of the gate, he'll notice that the desert has been damaged greatly.
Okay.
Unless he literally lost his eyes.
Well, you might need to build something to help you out after this one.
Wait, how are you supposed to get over there?
You jump.
Because the jumping mechanics don't suck in this game. Alright.
Buddy, there isn't much you need over there right now. Do you want to know, did you get over there? You did on your first try. Congratulations. Prepare for sorrow.
Be wary of Charmer.
Yeah, there's a merchant that shows up there later.
Are you gonna kill that one too, Comrade?
I didn't kill a merchant.
He just stabbed them with a sword.
Oh yeah, nobody dies here.
Well, no, like, you can kill them and it will be permanent.
So do you get humanity because you're freeing them from this existence?
No.
Wow, they could.
You get humanity because they had it and you've stolen it from them.
But if they're hollows, how do they have humanity?
There are certain characters that haven't gone insane, like the Crestfallen Knights and Andre, most merchants.
Well,
Crestfallen merchant.
You can also acquire it just by killing enough of them, which implies that they've got a little bit and you're collecting it.
And if you kill a firekeeper, you get the wrath of the entire Dark Souls community and a special soul.
Why does the community hate you for that?
Because it's like it's one of the very few decent characters that actually help you in this torturous existence that is the game. and if you hurt them, it is considered to be an egregious sin.
Right, but why do I care what other players in the community think?
Because I am another player and I could physically hurt you.
You do have my address. I'd recommend waiting a couple weeks if you want to live through the experience yourself.
Alright.
Buddy, I've already done that song and dance.
Who has?
Me.
Oh, the COVID dance?
Yeah. And if I haven't, I'm about to.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the foster kids apparently got, not confirmed infected, but confirmed
Exposed their teacher.
In the end, I think everyone's gonna get it sooner or later. I knew it was coming eventually. I just was unhappy about it.
It's so infected.
I mean, it'd be
basically impossible to not come into contact with.
it'd be like trying to live your entire life without ever having the cold. Good luck. I'm not saying for the since you're live, I want to be clear. I'm not saying that it is the cold. I'm saying it's as infectious as the cold. Okay, please, no cancel.
Well, if you're not gonna say it, I might say it.
All right, comrade, but I don't want to be the one to sink your channel. Okay.
Guess what? I will say it. Technically speaking, common cold is a variant of what is known as the corona.
Okay, well, y'all enjoy prison.
Prison.
This isn't Australia.
I saw a really funny comment. Somebody said Australia has successfully returned to being a police state. No, not a police state, a prison. They've successfully returned to being a prison island.
What comes around goes around in the worst way possible.
Did I ever tell you that joke where a man tries to move to Australia and the person doing all the paperwork for him is like, just one last thing, do you have a criminal record? And the man says, is that still required?
I'm sorry, the old Australian that we used to know, pretty sure they'd like instantly be like, you're coming, you're hired.
You're in. Get on over there. I was in Sam's Club with my sister the other day, and I recognized the label on one of the bottles of wine in the wine section.
Yeah.
It's called 11 Crimes.
Is that also
And
from Australia?
It's from Australia, yeah, and it was talking about how like it's named as such in remembrance of its Australia's history as a prison colony and all of that.
Were there 11 different crimes you could be sent there for?
I don't know. I forget exactly what it was about because I was more interested in the fact that they put coffee in this wine. And I'm like,
no
well,
one in the land down under thinks clearly. Why would you
like,
ask?
That's the 11 crimes right there. Like, that's all 11 of them. You put coffee in this.
Welcome to Farm Souls. We farm souls. it's all we do.
Oh man, it's that Dark Souls from the famed series Dark Soul, known for his inspiring quotes. Time for crab.
What?
Time for crab. It's a very famous thing in the Souls community because of one particular video. There is an area in Dark Souls 3 called the Smoldering Lake where there's giant lava crabs.
Ah.
And somebody stumbles upon the area and he reads the message and he just goes, "Time for crab," and then this giant hulking fiery monstrosity comes scuttling at him like 1,000,000 miles an hour.
There you go.
And I'm like, that's what the Souls community is all about. I have no idea what this means without context. Immediately followed by, I have found the context and it is pain.
Secret weakness of the Capra Demon is ups. What kind of ups? Ups yours.
Oh, I need to check something real quick.
Listen. Once you actually fight the Capra Demon and kill it, it will make perfect sense why the weakness is up. Not what you think. If what you're thinking is what you said.
Oh.
So apparently there's a beep going around. It says Governor Gavin Newsom of California is U-Haul Salesman of the Year.
People used to want to live in California.
Yeah, I think...
Wait, no. Here's the more impressive thing. People used to want to live in California despite knowing it was bad. It's gotten so bad, people don't want to go to be in California anymore.
No, and I've had this told to me. It's actually because California is such a wonderful place. So many people want to be there. That's why the cost of living is so high and why people are leaving in droves. It's such an idyllic place that the value of property has gone up.
That sounds about as intelligent as Steven Seagal in in his little interview. Like, yeah, Bruce Lee's son definitely died of a projectile. I'm telling you, you'll find one. No way, the gun fired and he died. Surprise.
I will be right back.
Don't.
Bruce Lee's son died of a projectile. That's true. It was caught.
Still a projectile. Still a very obvious statement to make. It's still really stupid that the people he was telling didn't believe him. Also dumb that he had to say it.
Listen, Steven Seagal.
I didn't even really know he existed until John Tron did that video.
Thank you, John.
Oh, he's been a meme in the martial arts community for years.
Well, I mean...
He once claimed that his Aikido background made it impossible for anyone to successfully choke him.
What? Ouch.
It took like 1.5 minutes for a judo guy to definitively prove that that was wrong.
Hey, you know what? You're talking about a real Russian citizen. So be careful.
Like, I couldn't care less. I'll be right back.
Okay, so I'm very upset about that particular interaction with the Drake because I couldn't even hear it go off. So I ran back into the flames.
Well, good for you.
Usually you can hear the Drake, like, breathing.
Don't you have enough levels? You're at 11,000.
Yeah, but I need 14,000 to absolute to absolve my sins.
Oh, I thought you were just trying to level up.
No. I don't really
You-
need to level up. I have enough strength to use my sword, one-handed. I have enough dexterity. And
Since when do you care about your Sid? Oh yeah, I know why you care. Because you need stuff. Like, since when do you care about Sid?
presumably since I became a preacher.
Nah, I don't believe that for a minute. I've been making that's why I became a preacher jokes for a while, but I think they're starting to get stale. I think I've made a few too many at church, and people are starting to kind of give me the side eye occasionally.
Have I told you my favorite preacher joke? I think I have.
What's it though? Well, I don't know.
So back in the old days, there was they were having a gospel meeting, and you know, the gospel meeting went pretty good, and then they all went to one of the members' houses afterwards to have a fellowship meal. And they're all sort of just standing around, and it's cold out, so they got a fire going. And one of the younger boys that went to the gospel meeting, you know, he's trying to get close to the fire and warm himself up. But there's all these preachers who went to the gospel meeting, and they're all standing around the fireplace, sort of hogging it. And he's trying to squirm his way in, and he just can't get in there. He gets so mad he kicks one of the preachers in the shin. His mother pulls him aside and says, "Son, why would you do that? You've kicked the preacher. If you keep doing that, you're gonna go to hell. You don't want to do that." The little boy says, "Hell's not gonna be so bad. There's just a bunch of preachers standing around keeping you out of the fire."
Wow. Got some Dante's Inferno-esque part to that joke.
Alright, I only need to rest one more time. And then after that, I'm gonna have to put the stream on hold for a minute because I gotta go use the restroom.
Yes, please do not do that on the stream. Which is kind of hypocritical since I don't usually take my headset off to go to the bathroom.
Alright. Let's see.
I hate making concrete so much.
Oh shoot. Whoops. Oh man, that must be really annoying. I'm sorry.
What?
Been having my background music playing this whole time.
Oh, I cannot hear it. Oh, the stream is silent, I guess.
Yeah, on the stream.
Okay, I've unmuted the stream.
Can you hear the background music?
No.
Huh. Well,
Not on Discord.
oh yeah, no. On like
We're not
Twitch.
watching the stream
On Twitch and YouTube.
I'm not that good of a friend.
Oh, I also have it named the Minecraft podcast on YouTube. I will change that later. Oops.
Oh,
Yeah.
Our Craft, the Minecraft podcast.
But not really. Well, I have it on a Be Right Back stream. As well.
Like,
Oh.
I also
So we're
love
live again, by the way.
how that particular voice actor, I forget his name, but like, he loves doing that voice. It's like a hobby of his.
Yeah. So
Oh,
we are live again. We were watching a video.
well, just throw me under the bus with no context.
Well, I was explaining the context. Give me a moment.
I think the blood splatter will add plenty of context when the bus runs you over. I'm sure it will to the police. Don't worry, you will be missed.
You will be after the experiments. You will be missed.
Alright, Lola.
Oh,
The
I don't
nature
remember.
of your experiment will depend on the manner in which you have bent the world to your will.
Okay, I don't remember. Oh, Gladys. Gladys, that's what I was thinking of.
For those of you helping us to test the repulsion gel, please follow the blue line on the floor. For those of you who volunteered to be injected with mantis DNA, I have some good news and some bad news. The bad news is we are postponing those tests indefinitely.
The good news is we're starting a brand
The good
new
news
test
is I have a better
for
test
you.
for you. Fighting in
An
you'll know when the test starts.
It's fighting an army of mantis men. You don't know when the test begins.
Not an incorrect assertion.
Wait, no,
You
no,
will
it's,
know.
no. If I remember right, it's fighting an army of mantis men. There's a gun on the table to your left. You'll know when the test begins.
It's a good test.
Sadly, everyone who's tried has failed. The fate of the world has been lost.
Well,
Oh,
funnily
I can
enough,
hear the game now. By
funny,
the way,
you can't hear the game.
I can. Oh, yeah, I can. Yep. That was a valid thing to the, well, at least Discord. So we already know I could hear on YouTube.
Hey, out. What's going on?
I couldn't hear his stream on Discord before, so I was letting him know that it's coming through properly. Even after I unmuted it, nothing was coming through. But there's no music. If you are playing music, it's
No, and even if I was
good.
playing music, it would not ever come through Discord.
yeah. Well, I know how much you love your copyright violations, so.
It is a version of what's it called? The Soviet anthem and the Tetris theme. There are no copyrights.
I mean, it makes sense. Tetris was invented by a Soviet.
That's the joke.
Okay, well, I didn't know that until recently, because no one told me the joke.
We all just assumed that you knew.
Yeah,
Well,
they were such obvious jokes that everyone.
I thought
would
it was
understand.
because it's a non-copyrighted song
No, it's because
that's associated with
Right,
gaming.
No, it's because
But
it's
not
associated
because
with
of-
communism. I don't know why Tetris specifically is associated with communism, but it is.
It was made
It was
by a
invented
Soviet
during the Cold War in Russia.
But
Bobby Fischer, a famous chess player, his mom was a communist.
I'm a communist. Card-carrying member.
Which is fun because Bobby Fischer was super paranoid about the communists. And he had a lot of, shall we say, interesting ideas about Russians. Because he was playing a lot of Russian chess grandmasters at the time. And he was like, he went to a dentist and all of the fillings in his teeth removed because he was afraid that they could use that to broadcast radio messages into his head to brainwash him.
Wow.
Bobby Fischer's the
also,
guy who just ups
refused-
and disappeared one day, right?
He didn't disappear. He went all over the flippin' world and ended up in Japan where he was arrested, and they were about to send him back to the United States because the United States had some kind of embargo against Yugoslavia, I think, which Bobby Fischer, true to form, violated by going to Yugoslavia to play a chess match against Boris Spassky. And then U.S. went, well, as an American citizen, you've broken U.S. law. And he went, peace, and just went off to Europe somewhere, and then eventually to Japan, where he was arrested, almost sent back to the United States until Iceland went, no, we'll take him. And that was like in 2005.
Rumor has it he's still there.
Greetings.
No, he died in 2008.
No. Was it suspicious death or no?
I think he died of heart failure.
That's pretty suspicious to me. Nobody dies of
He
heart
was a-
failure
You were
naturally.
cleansed of sin.
If thou
He
committest
he
a crime,
he he was a very serious
there is
conspiracy
no misdirection
theorist.
that I can find.
Yeah, well,
Like,
Thus proving that IQ has nothing to do with whether or not one buys into conspiracy theories.
my theory is, my conspiracy theory, is that most of the more ridiculous theories are actually invented by and propagated by tinfoil companies.
You think it's a product
I
of big
believe-
foil?
Yes, I believe in the big foil conspiracy.
Big foil.
product of big foil. That is beautiful. I hate it, but it's beautiful.
I should get a T-shirt made.
Don't trust
Conspiracies
in
are
big foil.
product of big foil.
Conspiracy theories are product of big foil.
It'll be in the first batch of shirts on the channel, along with commit to the bit.
I'll said oh, who's the T-shirt guy on Tim's Timcast thing? I'll send one to them. Become famous. Granted, T-shirt guy is one of the more annoying people on that cast, so. I'm beginning to lose count on how many Minecraft days I've been in this stupid desert.
Is that despite the fact that he was paranoid, some of the things that he said that Russians were up to, they were actually up to. Like, he complained often about how they were colluding amongst each other to send games into draws instead of actually playing through them, to conserve their strength so that they didn't have to play 12 serious. They played like 3 serious games and 9 aforementioned draws, so that they could ensure that a Russian always maintained being champion. And everyone was like, Bobby, they're not doing that. And then some books were discovered, and it's like, oh no, they are definitely doing that. It was quite a thing where they all just went, wait, Bobby was right on this one? Yeah, Bobby was right on this one. We're just as shocked as you are.
So this one sells moss, more moss.
You'd be surprised at some of the stuff that does turn out to be true.
Wait,
the light bulb company conspiracy is one
when
of
would
those
you
that's
ever
very
need this
fascinating.
moss?
Hmm?
When would you ever need any of the mosses?
Trust me, reducing poison buildup is pretty important in some areas, and reducing toxic poison is super helpful.
Super slam.
The charcoal pine resin is super useful. The transient curse is super useful. Scroll down.
The
further, I don't
dung
remember what
pie.
it's
It turns the enemy toxic. What?
called. Yeah, interesting fact about the dung pie, but also scroll down. I want to see what the item is called. Do they not? Does she not sell it right now? Is that the bottom of the list?
Oh, she just
No,
sells
Virgin
humanities.
Stone, that's what it's called. She has, I think, a stock of 1 on the humanity. But yeah, purging stones are incredibly useful. Transient curses are very useful if you need them. Alluring. Well, dung pies, actually, interestingly enough, are what allow you to beat the game with consumables only.
What is it?
The dung pie item. There's a challenge run that you can do. Try to beat the game using only consumable items. And that item is what
You're really starting to break up there, Jub.
allows you.
It's one of the
We're
most
getting, like,
important that allows you to
every other letters or something.
drop your bow. Drop your bow.
Firebomb.
Fall down on me, sir. I wasn't done with you yet. How dare you?
They deal
How
fire damage.
dare you?
So bosses are immune to fire damage.
How dare you? I'm gonna kick your body around since you fell down and didn't give me one of your bows.
How dare you?
Alright, I'm back.
All right. So anyway, I wasn't saying anything about Chub. You should hear, okay, Cameron?
Right.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I only heard everything.
Get down.
Yeah, I don't want his ego to get puffed up or anything from stuff he heard.
Please, if I...
Oh, are you kidding me? Again with the disappearing stuff? Ah! I have never had any of these problems on the Java world. Not one.
How? I dodged. Never mind. Cool story, bruh.
Yeah, you died, by the way.
The big hat. He was trying to tell me about the big hat used to drown out noise.
Well, at least you,
You know, if I went through all that
you got forgiven before you died.
If I went through all that trouble to get, you know, stuff, I might as well, you know, use the stuff.
Okay.
What's my weapon, like? Toggle status.
Another
305
portal.
damage.
Take me.
What?
Does 305 damage.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to find that. I'm trying to see how hurt it is, but I think I have to. Few stuff.
I have 69 levels.
Doesn't want to tell me. Let's see. Browse use items. Here we go.
So what story-wise sends you on this quest anyway? What is your goal to achieve?
Well, so how do I explain this without getting into the deep lore?
We got all night.
Okay, so like in the beginning, right? There was a flame. And that flame within it held something that was known as that would then become known as the Lord's Souls. Now, these souls were found by several different entities. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight. You're about to fall off a cliff.
Ow!
Yes. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight. Nito, the Lord of the Dead. The Chaos Witch Izalith. And a fragment was also found by one of the lesser dragons known as Seath the Scaleless. Now, in this time before fire, everything was very dull and gray, and the dragons ruled over everything. After the pieces of the Lord's Soul were found by Gwyn and everyone else, he was taught by Seath the Scaleless the secret to breaking off dragons' scales, making them vulnerable, because their scales made them immortal. He did this by throwing lightning bolts at them.
I see. As one does.
Having taken over from the dragons, he instated himself and his family as the new gods, like with a lowercase g. And thus began the Age of Fire. Now, the problem with fire is that, like, they took away the Lord's Souls, which was part of its fuel source. So it can't stay burning forever without a fuel source. And when the fire fades, it causes a lot of problems. There was another entity that found something within the flame. It's referred to as the furtive pygmy, and that is considered to be the father of humans. So there's a spark of the Lord's soul within all humans. So when the fire loses its power, humans start to dwindle as well. And that's why you see everyone going undead and losing their mind and all of that. And so the fire is basically on its last legs here when the story picks up. And you are what is referred to as one of the chosen undead. There's tons of them. And you have the ability to absorb souls. And by doing that, you can make yourself stronger, and you can house the souls of Gwyn, of Nito, of Seath, etc. And yeah, there's 2 dogs.
There is not a lot of space in here.
There is not. There's a set of stairs there, which might help.
Help, I keep falling. Oh, there's
Well-
some stairs right there.
The problem is I'm supposed to have, like, invincible frames, but they don't seem to work on him. I guess because he's swinging down instead of...
No, it's because you're slow rolling.
I'm slow rolling.
Yeah.
That's slow?
Yes.
Wait.
Technically, that's mid rolling, but it's slow. So you are on a quest to go and kill the four lords and take their souls to offer it back to the fire to try and keep the fire alive.
Okay.
Or you can let the fire fade entirely and go back to the Age of Dark, which is an option that you can pick.
Really? It'll let you?
Yeah, it'll let you.
Nice. Now, going back to that age, will that restore man's ability to die?
It's unclear exactly what happens if you do either. If you link the first flame, put the souls back into it, then it's implied heavily that it basically just starts the cycle over again. That there will be the flame and new lords will find it and take pieces of its power for themselves, and this whole cycle will start over again.
But
With-
there'll be different humans, because
It
the
will be
current ones will have died.
Yes. Going to the Age of Dark basically is you saying, I want the cycle to end, I want everything to die. Now, not everything will die, because there are... It is also stated that there are, even within the Great Dark, sparks of flame waiting yet to be kindled by another. So they could become a new first flame.
Hmm.
And so it's debated exactly what happens if you do either, but to my understanding, linking the first flame starts the cycle over again, and ushering in the Age of Dark sets everything back to zero. Like, destroys everything.
Okay.
Flawless.
What?
That was a flawless victory on those two dogs.
If you say so.
I didn't get hit.
Okay, I've
I
got
wasn't
bones
looking
somewhere
for it.
around.
It didn't really happen.
Alright, there's my bones.
If I didn't see it, did it really happen?
So I told Shadow that I had a whole...
Oh, I forgot to remove my armor, so I wasn't slow rolling. How do you ensure that you don't slow roll? Cause like I'm carrying like half of my weight limit.
So I told Shadow I have a holy trident of Antioch, and she didn't believe me. Till I explained that it is a sacred trident in its own shulker box because it was dropped naturally with full health.
Amazing.
So,
Which is
so
funny,
what do you
right now?
what do you have to keep equipment load at if you wanna fast?
I think like 40% maybe.
Well, what's 40% of 60?
Something around 24, I think.
So I have to remove my gloves as well. No, that's still slow rolling.
do you mean sorry? You're like, you're the one suffering here.
Did the other guy? No, he didn't jump off. He almost jumped off.
I forgot a really important part about concrete making. You have to get it wet.
Not what I meant to do. You do have to get it wet.
I really hate this process.
That's part of why it was the. That's part of why it was the building material of choice in Atlantis.
I'm using white concrete in the same way, essentially, that I did on the cottage in a Tudor-style house. But, unfortunately, I'm thinking the size of this structure, which is a lot bigger than I thought it was on YouTube, is going to require stack after stack after stack of this stuff.
Oh no! Oh, well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Okay.